welcome to the BoshNRoll channel. If you want to support my daily Eternal Magic offerings while getting amazing perks like the BoshNRoll Discord community, have me play your deck on the channel, or listen sideboard guides before tournaments, check out the Patreon or YouTube membership program. This channel is possible because of these amazing sponsors. Check them out, all their links are in the video description. As always, thanks for being here. Let's go play some Magic.
Welcome back to the BoshNRoll channel. Today I'm playing Pioneer at the request of Patreon subscriber Samuel, and this is Jund Creativity. This deck has a cool story. It was developed by Samuel and James for the Australia-New Zealand Regional Championship event. It started with Rakdos Transmogrify, which was a known quantity, and then they wanted to solve some other problems, and they innovated a little bit, added a color, and got to Jund Creativity, which goes even bigger than Rakdos Transmogrify. And James ended up winning the regional championship, going straight to the world championship for that finish. It's always super cool when two friends just find the deck that wins the whole massive tournament, just working together without a huge team. Always a cool story. And Samuel wanted to celebrate James's win and their good work by having me play the deck on the channel. The goal of the deck is to resolve Indomitable Creativity. Destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until an artifact or creature is revealed and exiles that card. Those players put the exiled card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. This is kind of Tinker. It's kind of show and tell. Just a very powerful sorcery you can cast at some point in the game and pretty much win on the spot. The way that Indomitable Creativity decks have to work is you have to make tokens, or else the creativity would hit the other artifacts and creatures in your deck, and you can't have them. Therefore, case of the Stash Skeleton, it makes a 2/1 skeleton. If that skeleton ever dies, this just becomes Demonic Tutor. Pretty sick. I also love the language of suspected skeletons. To solve, you control no suspected skeletons, because it makes a skeleton with suspect. Great flavor on that one. Paw Patch Formation can create a food token. It can also kill something like a Phoenix or a Fable the Mirror Breaker or a Leyline Binding. There's a lot of targets for this in the format. Pillage the Bog is just Giant Dig. Fable, one of the most powerful cards in the Pioneer format, makes a token. And then that token makes more tokens. Obnixilis makes tokens. Volcanic Spite is a removal spell that can put one of your monsters back into your deck if you happen to draw it. Fountain Port makes tokens. That's how this works. And even if you don't draw the creativity or it takes a little while to get set up to a place you're comfortable, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Fable the Mirror Breaker are among the most powerful cards available in the Pioneer card pool, and you can just be Jund. This deck is super sweet. I'm going to jump in and do it. James won the whole Australian Regional Championship with it. Let's see if I can win a few matches on Magic Online. I'm on the draw in round 1. I'm missing green mana, but I have interaction. I like it. I can Thoughtseize them, kill 2 things. One of the things also is card selection. Let's go. Den of the Bugbear into Monastery Swiftspear. This Thoughtseize might be on hiatus for a minute. I'm going to play Blood Crypt because I am almost certainly going to take more damage from this Monastery Swiftspear than I will for shocking it in. Oh, fuck. I forgot how these lands work. I could have done this for free. Yeah, I haven't played with those ones yet. I thought these were the momentary brain fart. What did I think these were? Like the check lands that come into play tapped if you don't have the other thing. All right. Didn't need to take that damage. All good. What's going on over there? Right. Magic Foundations added a lot of burn, actual heckin' burn, to the format. I think if I take Light Up the Stage, that makes their hand the worst. Because this is just like 5 more damage. I'm just going to crack this for a forest now. Pioneer, baby. Not playing around anything. You ever just lose 2 life for no reason against burn? Feels good. Okay, I'm at 11. I am at 9 from the card I know is in their hand. Youth. All right. The Nemesis. Whenever this is dealt damage, it deals damage to another player. If the player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the game. Well, I am going to spite this. That was probably the best draw in their entire deck. Destroy target creature with flying, destroy target enchantment. It's neither of those things. I guess I should just spite this thing, though, right now. Put Atraxa to the bottom. And in really bad shape now. Bolt Wave. Okay, dead. Yeah, that 2 damage I took for no reason against Burn. Feeling good. Sorry, James and Samuel. I'll tighten up. Okay, Anger can kill their little shitters. Duress could strip burn spells. Hitotsugu can also kill shitters, but much more slowly. I don't think I'm interested in Go Blank here. Pillage the Bog, Case of the Skeleton, super slow for a matchup like this. Next list also not really the best here. I think I want 2 Anger, 2 Duress. Samuel did provide me with a sideboard map, but Burn did not exist in the format at the time where we set up this thing. This all came from Foundations. Okay, I'll keep, and I now understand how this card works. I'm going to play tapped Stomping Ground, and then make a Spooky Skeleton, and then hopefully Anger the Gods and stabilize. Double Creativity is kind of shitty. You rarely need 2 of those in a game. No play off Den of the Bugbear. Blazemire Verge. Spooky Skeleton. Suspected, if you didn't draft Murders at Karlov Manor, means it has Menace and can't block. Eidolon of the Great Revel. Okay. How do I want to play this? I could just sweep here. That's probably what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to attack first and then sweep. Because this will give me a Demonic Tutor at the end of turn. Or it'll turn on my Demonic Tutor at the end of turn. I've solved my case. No suspected skeletons. The Screaming Nemesis is really powerful, though. That's some mess that turns off my Valgavoth and Atraxa and Titan, all of which were chosen specifically in the deck for their ability to gain life. Okay, I can Demonic Tutor for Pop Hatch formation or Fatal Push. None of that sounds that powerful. I could play my Proving Ground tapped and just Anger the Gods again. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Steady damage coming through. The problem with creativity is that if they kill your targets, the creativity fizzles, which means I can't just turbo out one thing and make it and like think it's actually going to work. All right, I'll get Fable here. Yeah, Fable. Drawing the 3rd creativity when I didn't even want the 2nd. Tough beat. Boros Charm straight to my dome. Kumano goes to Kazakhstan. The next creature comes in with a +1/+1 counter. If I get an attack through, or at least get into combat, right, I am going to discard 2 cards. I'm going to move to combat. If I can attack with this, all right, that was smart. Maybe I'm not supposed to discard the creativity. Maybe they do something different if I don't do that. They've got 1 card in hand. I can make a food and target it. If their last card is Burst Lightning, this is going to fizzle, but then I can go again next turn. All right, draw a card, make a food. And the food is great because, all right, Burst Lightning doesn't kill that. I am going to figure out how this works eventually. Atraxa. Sick. All right, we did it. Now they know what my deck is after rolling me over game 1 without having to think about it too much. Hitotsugu would kill Kumano, but it's such a blank versus the burn draws. I think I'm into Duress. Maybe even more than Obnixilis. I want to know what's going on over there. Here we go. Okay, this hand hurts, but it does have a plan. Opponent's got the Swift Spear coming at me. Do I take a turn off? I think I want to Duress them this turn and turn off potential, like, oh god. Well, probably just lost. Their hand had no spells in it. It's double Eidolon of the Great Revel. I was hoping to turn off Light Up the Stage or something like that they may have kept on the strength of. Instead, we are just going to get smoked. I'm not chalking this in. Not chalking in a creature they can't block. Do they want to play around Anger the Gods here? They saw 2 of them last game. Nope. Just sending it. Okay. How does this game actually work? I would take 6 to play Fable right now. I think I have to YOLO this and play the Fable, because I don't even have a creativity. Okay, I'm at 7. Let's go. I basically need Goblin Shaman to survive, Fable to loot into creativity, and them not to have a spell that does any damage in their hand right now. Well, I've drawn 2 of my payoffs, so now I can't even do all of that I wanted to do. Okay. Well, that went as poorly as it could. Game 1, I probably had one more draw step in me if I knew how my cards work, but this game 3 was a hilarious failure of construction. Not of construction, but just RNG, run bads. The Volcanic Spite is in my hand to fix this problem. However, if I cast it, I die. So, GG. Burn, welcome to Modern, or whatever this is. Pioneer? What format is this? Welcome to Pioneer. Your path to the Pro Tour starts here. Don't miss Magic Spotlight Foundations, January 3rd through 5th, 2025 at SCGCon Atlanta. Kick off the new year with Magic's most exciting new event. Compete in the brand new Foundation Standard format with $50,000 in prizes, 8 Pro Tour Aether Drift invites, and it's the only place to get the exclusive, borderless Terror of the Peaks promo card with art by the beloved Richard Kane Ferguson. All main event participants will get the exclusive Terror of the Peaks, but the top 128 will also earn a foil version of this breathtaking promo. Your path to the Pro Tour starts here, but only if you're part of the action. Come join me for Magic Spotlight Foundations at SCGCon Atlanta, January 3rd through 5th. Your sign-up link is in the video description. I'm on the draw for round 2 with a kind of slow and steady Fable hand. Battlefield Forge again. Is this what the format's up to these days? Okay, this is a different deck. Fatal Push, maybe? The Bog. Okay, I'm going to play Proving Ground and pass. This thing's going to get dangerous. This damage-based removal might not get this thing. And whenever they target it, prevent all damage that would be dealt to it this turn. Tough. Ancestral Anger. It's a 2/3. Please miss your land drop. If this is just a 2/3 going into my turn, and they can't target it, that would be fine. We did it! Okay, I'll play Blazemire Verge and Spite this jerk. There's no free spells in this format, right? I hope not. Right, Stomping Ground to the bottom. Seems like the worst land in my hand right now. That was a huge miss for them. I think if they had a land up, I would lose this game on the spot. And now we make it rain value on their smelly head until I can shove Valgavoth into play, and then they can never win. Though Heartfire Hero, this might be able to win through a Valgavoth. No, when this dies. Okay, Valgavoth actually shuts this off completely. I'm not going to block this turn. This one spell beats my Goblin Shaman no matter what. Monstrous Rage, yep, that's big. Can I find a creativity right meow? Blood Crypt. Discard 2 Blood Crypts. I seem to have drawn all of them that I play. Okay, what do I do with this now? Just play another Fable. Old bonus blocker. Gotta try to survive this turn. Another Swift Spear. Here come the beats. Okay. I think I have to assign some blocks now. Likely to lose everything this turn. But if I have life total, I could still win. Defiant Strike. I am at 5. Now if this Heartfire Hero dies, I lose. Oh, okay. Hit creativity. You're saying there's a chance. I'm going to discard Blood Crypt. And do I want to pillage the Bog? Or do I want Fountain Port? I can only target one thing this turn anyway. Yeah, hitting 2 things here would be pretty significant. I guess I'm going to lose the other Fable. Obnixilis doesn't help. I will play the Thornspire Verge and do my thing here. Leaving up Proving Ground, because if I hit Atraxa and that generates Fatal Push, we've got a chance. Okay. Some things happen here. Target player gains 5, that has to be one of them. And destroy target artifact or enchantment. I could destroy the monster roll. I can make a Rhinoceros. I think Rhinoceros is better. Okay. I am over 5 life now, and I have a big old board in play. If I get to survive the turn, like if they just play out a creature and pass, I have a line to win next turn, which is attack with Titan, and then Obnixilis, casualty the Titan, and then make my opponent draw 7 and lose 7. There is a potentially lethal line to combo kill them next turn. But they're probably doing similar math right now of how big can we get this Heartfire Hero. Swift Spear number 3. So that's 4 with any spell. Reckless Rage. Yuff. Alright, well. So now, is that lethal? Probably. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not. Okay. It is lethal if I block Heartfire Hero. If I block a Swift Spear, 4, 6, 8, the combo kill line going the other way actually works. Oh my goodness. We're going to get away with it. I flip the Fable, attack for 7, cast with Casualty X, sack the Titan, 7 loyalty. I'm a benevolent god. You can draw 7 cards. We did it. That was sick. Okay. If my opponent hit their second land drop on time, we were never winning that game. They missed their land drop for a whole turn, and I got a basically free and easy removal on them. And it was still really close. Hidetsugu's definitely coming in here. This looks really similar to last round. I'm just going to take out these kind of slow, clunky cards, even though I'm next list. Thank you for your service, but see you in the sideboard. Let's go. On the draw, this Thoughtseize less painful against Heroic than it is against Burn, I believe. And even there, it's fine. But this is a pretty quick, like, straight line to the exit. 2 token generators. The creativity's already here. 3 mana. Opponent's on 5 cards. I'm probably going to Thoughtseize a 3-card hand here. Ooh, Thoughtseize a 4-card hand. Even better. Okay, second Thoughtseize. This is either going to be insane or I'll end the game with it still in my hand. Oh dear, look at you with nothing going on over here. Wow. Well, I'm going to take the cantrip and leave them to whatever this is that they got going on. Okay, I mean, rewarded for knowing when to stop on the mulligan, I guess. I'm going to play Stomping Ground tapped and Thoughtseize the Monstrous Rage. So there's 2 Sheltered by Ghosts over there. I have taken a bunch of damage from myself, but I'm working my way to the out. Yo, chill. It's been a pretty good series of draws, gotta be honest. Oh, that got buffed from the Ancestral Anger I Thoughtseized earlier too. Hidetsugu! Chop, 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 chop. My guy. Alright. Well, we recovered. Now they gotta find another creature and then spend another turn putting pants on it. The next Ancestral Angers are not getting buffed. Exile all graveyards. The flavor text on consume. And I can make a Spooky Skeleton and then end step make a food. And I have 3 things I can target with creativity. Heartfire Hero, 1 unknown in the hand. Now we know it. Yeah, the exile actually mattered. All right, make a food. If I find a land, I'm getting 2 monsters. Okay, going to 7 here. Well, this is gets lifelink and ward 2. Exile target non-land, a permanent. They can exile a monster next turn, but I can have more than 1 if I'm willing to go to 7 to do it. And seems like I'm definitely in to do that. All right. Blood Crypt, go to 7. I'm not even going to attack first. Do I attack first? Yeah, never mind. I'll take the chip shot damage. They're not going to trade their only target for Sheltered by Ghost for this. And I still have 2 targets anyway. We'll probably just see a concession here. Cool. Trigger on the stack. I'm going to gain 5 and make a Rhinoceros. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Went way over the top of that deck. It just took them all to 5 and Thoughtseize them twice. But still, redemption. The game 1 was really interesting where they were basically kicking my teeth in and then I just flipped a giant thing and combo killed them. Cool. On to the next one.
This video is sponsored by Moxfield.com, the easiest way to build Magic decks online. Moxfield supports over 30 formats, including Legacy and everything else you'll see on this channel. There's multiple customizations so you can interact with your deck how you want. Views such as text, grid, or stacks, and groupings like type, subtype, color, color identity, even artist. The site offers light mode, dark mode, and so much more. However you want to see your deck, Moxfield can provide it for you. Follow my Moxfield to keep up with the channel and what I'm playing in paper. I'll see you there.
I'm on the play in round 3 with a tragic Thoughtseize no black mana hand, but I'm definitely going to keep. I still have a nice curve out here of kill something, play Fable, cast Thoughtseize off the treasure, then creativity my creature when the coast is clear. It's all laid out before me. Opponent mulled to 5. Boy, would I love to Thoughtseize this person right now. A Plains. Untap black land? Or just another black card, even better. Can't plot it. Can't do anything here. I am happy to bottom this Pillage the Bog if they play a creature here that I can spite. Plains Temple Garden. There is a Selesnya Collected Company deck in the format these days. Vogels is a thing that exists. Ooh, okay. Anafenza looks like something I'm happy to kill. And I'll bottom that Pillage the Bog. Found my third red source for creativity. It's all coming up my way. Exactly what I said on the opening hand. I have exactly enough mana here to Thoughtseize off the treasure and then send a creativity. Removal. That hardly seems fair. I'm going to discard Forest and Stomping Ground. Cool. I could Thoughtseize now, or I could commit the Spooky Skeleton. I kind of want to Thoughtseize. What do you got going on over there? Pawpatch Recruit, Brutal Cathar, Unwanted Remake. Destroy target creature, its controller manifests. That's pretty good. Brutal Cathar might be better. I don't care about Pawpatch Recruit. If I hit Valgavoth, Remake doesn't matter. If I hit Atraxa, I still get to load up, but it is gone. If I hit Titan, I make the 4/4 and gain life, and they kill the 7/7. I could also take the Cathar. Like, these are both removal spells. Cathar's a worse removal spell. All right, I'll take the Cathar. And BTFO'd by my lack of double black. Pawpatch Recruit, Conqueso. I drew the Titan. Okay, that actually is kind of dope, because that means I have to hit Atraxa or Valgavoth. And I'm actually going to transmute my Skeleton and leave Reflection in play. Or no, I need 4 mana to do this. My bad. I will not do that. I'll just flip something now and hope it works. I could kill their Brutal Cathar, but then these Pawpatches will trigger. All right. Well, let's hope it's Valgavoth. It is. Cool. So it'll cost them their whole board to unmake this. Hardened Scales. Wow. Cool. Okay. I'm in now. I mean, that lets them keep a permanent. They could Unwanted Remake this, sack this. Selesnya, Hardened Scales. This rules. Okay, and these all go into exile, but I can't use them myself. Atraxa is the only hit left in the deck, but I'm not far away from casting Titan. Manifest Dread, Thoughtseize, and Torch the Tower. Thoughtseize, you could be a creature. A Spooky Skeleton, and I am playing out the land. That gets me even closer to Hardcast Titan. This doesn't have any combat words on it. Just going to get in. Ooh, no attack. Afraid of my creature that can't block. This is going to flip. I will attack with my Spooky Skeleton. I don't think they can afford to block here and give me a Demonic Tutor. I can push my own Skeleton if I think the Demonic Tutor is really important, but I think against this creature deck, I'd rather just have push available. I'm 1 land away from casting a giant monster anyway. Okay, this is interesting. Do they want to actually race me here? Or does that mean that they just drew something? Because they didn't attack on previous turns when they could have. Conclave Mentor. Okay, that is something I can fatally push. So I will. They gain 2 life when this dies. The race is on. Thoughtseize. Well, I don't think they have a land, because they've missed multiple land drops. All right. Well, they did have a land. They got me. I'm just going to keep chunking in here. I just need a land to be okay. A creativity's good. Fable's good. There are very few bad draws in my deck. Botanical Brawler enters with 2 counters on it. When 1 or more counters are put on another permanent you control, if it's the first time +1 counters have been put on the permanent this turn, put a +1 counter on this as well. Okay. It would be a good time to draw a good card. They just drew something real. Oh, this is a 2 cost thing? Oh, its base power is 0. Okay. All right. I'm caught up now. It's fine. It's fine. Spooky Skeleton still here to party. I want to kind of pump the brakes on racing with my Thoughtseize now. Yeah, I'll block. Hardened Scales. All right. Potentially powerful in the future. Come on, deck. That plays. Okay, this has to hit Atraxa, and there's nothing they can do about it. Would they block? I don't want to give them the choice. There she is, the Grand Unifier. We've got Fatal Push, Obnixilis, pillage the bog. Distorts the tower better? I don't think so. Blazemeyer Verge comes in untapped and doesn't hurt me. Is Paw Patch Formation better than Fatal Push? It's possible. I already have a Fatal Push. I'm going to take Paw Patch Formation. And now I could play Formation and Push. I could pillage the bog, which is damn close to Demonic Tutor at this point. If they just rip something that deals with Atraxa, I'm in trouble. If I play a second spell, it'll go to daytime and they just have the answer to Atraxa ready. Oh, but that could be sick. Exile target creature to board. All right. That will turn on Revolt, which will re-trigger Atraxa. Is this optional? It is not. Okay, so I actually want to cast this. Like, actively want to cast a spell here. I'm going to create a food and draw a card. Okay, pass the turn. Let's see if I geniused myself or if I geniused myself right out of the game. Okay, this transforms. Oops. Oh no. My Atraxa. I shouldn't have cast that spell. Splat. And I don't want to mess around here if they draw like some way to protect their thing. I don't even know what's in this deck, but I'm certain that I don't want to go into combat to try to ambush their 2/2. Cool. All right. That took a long time, but there wasn't actually much going on. I think it's just anger here. We saw a bunch of little creatures doing stuff. Once again, looking at Obnixilis. I'll leave one in because I like it. I feel like Obnixilis and Pillage the Bog are the most kind of main deck filler cards that we have. Sweet, let's get it. Deck full of removal versus deck full of creatures. The classic matchup. Okay, I have black mana for my Thoughtseize now. I have the sideboard card. The Proving Ground is kind of awkward. That's the worst land in the deck as far as curving out goes. We'll see what happens here. Plains go. Okay, I am going to just play off curve here and get my tap lands through. I'll Thoughtseize on turn 2, Anger on turn 3, and hope I'm not already dead. Conclave Mentor. Thoughtseize, yeah. Okay, gotta read all these cards. +1 would be more. Rumor Gatherer. Whenever another creature enters, scry 1. If this has happened twice this turn, draw a card. Luminarch Aspirant. Immolating Glare. It's Aspirant for me. That's the one that can get things out of range. And now that I have 4 lands rolled up, I don't actually need to play the Fabled Passage tapped. I can save 2 life. Cool. There's the Gatherer. I can sweep this board. They don't even gain life. Their hand is some garbage, but Collected Company can get them back out of it. I can make 2 tokens this turn. They shocked in Temple Garden and then didn't play a card. This smells like Collected Company to me. But I can Creativity for 2 next turn. Immolating Glare, destroy target attacking creature. That does not seem very good. There we go. How good's this going to be? Aspirant Brawler. Okay. Those cards are fine. And Offensa. Okay, so they are going really big here. This was a really powerful sequence. Didn't play the Mentor pre-combat. That would have been extra +1 counters on the squad, like a lot of them. Okay, and I'll take it. They might be playing around a second Wrath by holding that back, but I don't know if they can really afford to do that. End a turn, make a food. I know their hand, and I'm going to get 2 monsters here. Blazemeyer Verge, Creativity. Bang! Anafenza can go infinite and modern with various things. I don't know if there's an infinite loop in this format for that or not. Verge, Fable, Push, Creativity. Put the Titan back on the bottom. Don't want that. And my case solves at the end of turn. I don't know how they win this game. There's also this super messed up thing that can happen where, like, I could attack with Valgavoth. If they Immolating Glare to destroy target attacking creature, I could push one of their creatures in response to the ward, and then they don't even have 3 permanents to sacrifice. Like, Torch plus Push can get the board clear, and then their spell is countered by ward. Nasty. They are putting some counters on some stuff. These creatures will still not be able to get through my squad. 9/9 is really big. Okay, Fabled Passage turns on Fatal Push, which I don't need to do because all the things are 2 drops. I can bargain, sack an artifact, enchantment, or token. Sacrificing is the cost of doing this, so there's not like a trick where I can activate this in response, bargain it away, and still get the card. I also don't need to go bigger on this. I'm just going to attack with Valgavoth. And I hope they do Immolate and Glare it. They just don't want to figure out what I got going on here. They're like, yeah, this looks bad. I'm out. Cool. On to the next one. The BoshNRoll channel is proudly partnered with the Resleevables.
Good. All right, here we go, gang.
In this YouTube series, hosts Cedric Phillips and Patrick Sullivan take us on a set-by-set journey through the good, the bad, and the ugly of Magic's history. Each episode is a focused deep dive into the facts about a set's design and release, the Magic lore expressed through the cards in that set, Tournament Edition gameplay videos featuring products and Pro Tour decks of the era, an award show that shouts out the best and weirdest cards of the set, and a final grade for the set's overall success. Whether you want a history lesson or a nostalgia hit, The Resleevables has it at youtube.com/theresleevables. I'm on the play in round 4 with a 1-lander. I don't know that I could trust this. In Paw Patch formation, cantrips when you make the food, which is the nuts, but green is the splash color in this deck. I'd have to not only draw land, but it would have to be green for me to be really happy with this situation. I'm just going to mull this. Oh no, it's gotten worse. At least these shitters showed up in a hand I was mulliganing anyway. Straight to 5. Okay, we're back. We're in business. Keep bottom one of the formations, and feels wild to bottom Fable. Fatal Push is really good in the format in general. Okay. Might be wild, but I've done it. Bottomed the Fable. Oh no. The Fabled Passage, Mirror Massage. This is like the 2 Metapods in the Season 1 of Pokemon. I guess I just get a Swamp here, even though that doesn't cast Creativity. Oh no. Once again, forgot how these lands work. This does not cast Paw Patch formation. I needed a different land. Someday, I'll know how these work. Can you tell I've literally never played with these in my deck before? Caustic Bronco. Well, I know that I'm supposed to push that. Come on, land. Oh no, I still can't cast my spells. Bottom of the Fable. Okay, we're against, looks like black card deck of some kind. Whatever the hell that is. I am actually going to shock in the Stomping Ground, because I'm at 20 on turn 4. And Paw Patch formation does cantrip. I could end up drawing something that matters. Unstoppable Slasher. Just can't even stop it. Okay, draw a card, make a food. My lands are all on at this point. The Tower. And I could actually smoke this Slasher, but I'm not going to do that because I'd have to bargain away my creativity target. Thoughtseize. Okay. I am just going to send it while the coast is clear and hope that one monster is good enough. Valgavoth. Good luck. Let's go. Do decks play Edicts in Pioneer? Is Sheoldred's Edict a card I'm going to have to play against? Liliana's in the format. If an opponent would lose life during their turn, they lose twice as much life instead. Okay, so this actually kills me. Oh no, they solved it. All right, so yeah, well, have to block. At least the Slasher is gone. That was really disappointing though. Good job, opponent. I Thoughtseize you. Bloodletter. Would lose life, they lose twice that much life instead. So this is a replacement effect. Do these stack? Like if they play a second Bloodletter, does this one attack for 8? I feel like it would. That is how things work. Sheoldred, I'm not that worried about. Another Slasher could resend the combo next turn. I'm actually ready to deal with Slasher though. Sheoldred's tough, Bloodletter's tough. I could take Fatal Push and just go again next turn. Okay. Yeah, I think it's actually Fatal Push. I'm going to take Fatal Push so I can go again next turn. I'm at 25. I got money to spend. I drew Swamp for turn. Second Bloodletter. We're about to learn. Do I take 8 here? I think I do. I do. Okay. Knowing the rules is fun. Another creativity. Let's zoom this out. Hope it's a good one. Atraxa. If this hits an untapped red source, I have extra play here. Okay, that works. Fable's good. Paw Patch Formation can be my instant. And I don't want Titan in my hand. Okay, passing the turn. I've solved my case. I can bargain away this Demonic Tutor if I need to kill something with 3 toughness. None of the cards that I know about in their hand kill Atraxa. Duress. Disappointing. Well, resolves. Okay, so I know what's in their hand now. And I know it does not answer or beat Atraxa. However, they do get to know what I have as well. But I have a Spooky Skeleton ready to search my deck. Unholy Annex starts the drawing extra cards. This drains me for a bunch of damage. Okay. What's in my deck? Do I want a Demonic Tutor before I attack? I could just get another Paw Patch Formation. I think I'm going to do that. I could get a Fatal Push and take out one of these Bloodletters. Am I worried about the Bloodletters? Like, I could Fatal Push, play Fable, attack. Is Fable even good? Fable sets up creativity. I have the Titan still in my deck. Fable into Shieldred is not ideal. I think I am going to get Fatal Push. Is there something more exciting I could get? The Obnixilis doesn't really do what I need here. Yeah, I think I'm going to get Fatal Push and just attack. Okay, Fable, and push one of these Bloodletters. They know what I wish for now. They have perfect info. They have 1 unknown. 5 mana. This is probably unlocking the door. They get a 6/6 demon. And then they draw a card. I lose 4 life. Do I want access to Fountain Port, or should I loot this away? Sack a token, draw a card. That's pretty powerful with Goblin Shaman going. Pay 4, make a treasure. This gets a lot worse with Shieldred. It's really good with Torch the Tower. I am going to keep this. They have 1 unknown in their hand. I could trade Atraxa for both their creatures right now. If their unknown card is Fatal Push, going for creativity is a huge blowout. If I can get a shield counter on Atraxa, that's insane. All right, I'm going to play Fountain Port. They have perfect info again. I can creativity their creatures if I think the creatures in their deck might be worse than the ones that they're currently presenting. But their deck's full of cool demons. I don't think I want to roll those dice. I am going to attack with Goblin Shaman, because that turns off Fatal Push as an out to my creativity. And I could just sack this and draw a card. I'm glad that wasn't the Titan. I guess that was a little bit of a risk, but it would have been a pretty aggressive blowout if that happened. Okay. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. I don't want that thing in play anymore. And would I rather have a Rhino or shield up the Shieldred? I think I want to put a shield counter on Shieldred. Cool. Titan also has reach. All the monsters were selected for their ability to interact with flyers and gain life. I could still smoke an Unstoppable Slasher. Quite stoppable, in fact. I'm not super worried about Shieldred in this spot. There she is. Oh, another Annex. That's actually annoying. Okay, I go to 8. They're at 21. I'm at 6. Reflection happens. Yeah, I'll just attack with my giant creatures. That's the plan. Trading off the Shieldred for that. That's a deal. Get a little trample damage through. I'm going to cycle Proving Ground. Nice. Rewarded with a Spooky Skeleton that I can sack to Torch the Tower. The case doesn't solve till the end of my turn, so I can't, like, fling this and immediately Demonic Tutor. Thoughtseize. Okay. My hand is 2 removal spells. Have a look. Soak it in. This does make Slasher a lot better. If I copy this skeleton, the copy won't be suspected. Suspecting it is a words on Case of the Stash Skeleton. It's not a property of the token itself. At least that's how I understand this card. Slasherino. Yikes, this is so many of this card. It's so good. Okay. Guess I'm going on my turn and getting drained for a gajillion. Okay, I could kill one of them now. I could kill this flying creature. Kill this flying creature. I can attack with my skeleton, which I kind of want to die. What does chipping with Atraxa do? All right, I'm going to attack with Atraxa. This comes back with 2 stuns. Okay, I'm just attacking with Atraxa. Opponent's at 7. This doesn't matter till the end step. I am just going to pass. As Reflection plus Fountain Port is also an engine. Thoughtseize, well, I guess I'll cast all the cards in my hand. Is this optional? You may. Okay. Doesn't matter. As a sorcery. Okay, unlocks as a sorcery. All right, destroy target enchantment. And I will tap the Slasher. Tap you, stun you. Opponent takes 2. Blade of the Oni. Menace. Equipped creature has base power and toughness 5/5, has menace, and is black demon. Okay. Oh, I'm just dead. I guess so. Shit. Or no. Yep, I am just dead. Wow, that was sick. What a sequence. It just took all of their unholy annexes to get this far. Yeah, flying. Can't copy this. All right, yeah. GG. I had an option to kill Bloodletter. Yeah, if they didn't have the Thoughtseize, I would have been able to kill the Bloodletter and stabilize. Interesting. All right. According to the notes provided to me, this is a matchup where we do the pivot. And the pivot is a one-shot kill, where it's normally good enough to just put some big value lifelink dummy into play. There are matchups like this one and any matchup with like Wrath of God in it, where attacking them for 30 immediately as soon as creativity resolves is important. Okay, let's go. I will keep. Thoughtseize me. Take a look. I have 2 3-mana value things, 2 removal spells. Took the Fable. I drew creativity. They don't know about this Blazemire Verge. They do know about Fountain Port. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, Obnixilis going in. I'm going to make the Devil. That is a token I could target. And they could easily lose 2 life. Plussing Obnixilis barely matters there. The Slasher has arrived. Re-Obnixilis. Okay. Would you like to discard a card? Do I gain 2 life? All fair questions. And unfortunately, because of the sideboard juke, going for 1 and just like hitting Xenagos is not a play here. I can spite this thing. I think I'd rather spite it on their turn though. Takes longer to come back that way. I spite this, I'll loot away the Obnixilis. That's back. Go blank. Ouch. Alright, well, I'll discard the land and the Fatal Push. Hang on to this creativity for dear life. Spooky Skeleton. Plus Obnixilis. I need another land also. Like, even now that I have 2 targets, creativity does have to be cast for X equals 2 to do what I want it to here. 5 mana. Ooh, going for a demon mode. Okay, if I draw a land, I can win right now. Come on, untap mana source. Let's go. Send in the dicks. Zap. I'll deal 1 to you. Plus Obnixilis. LOL. Perfect sequencing. Didn't want to gain 2 life. Who needs it? At beginning of combat. This is a 30-30. Cool. The combo worked. All right. Now they know about that. I don't think I care that they know about it. I'm just going to keep doing it. Let's go. Right back in. Having the Worm in hand's pretty bad. But I like the other. I like the value 3 drops. And Worm, if it goes to the graveyard from anywhere, gets shuffled in. So Fable does actually handle this. Thoughtseize. Never not. Always has it. Probably losing Fable here. Aha! Once again taking 2 because I don't know how Blazemire Verge works. Alright, Invoke Despair, Heartless Act. The Doctor! DRS is here. And I'm taking Unholy Annex. Yeah, I'm just brain poisoned from years of having lands. I'm just convinced in my brain that these are the lands from the recent Innistrad set that come into play tapped if they're your 3rd land. Or untapped if they're your 3rd land. That Fatal Push was a really good draw. Okay, now we're chilling. Raucous Theater. Has this been in the deck the whole time? This art is indistinguishable to me. Magic Online. Okay, Blazemire Verge. Alright, Robert J. Nixilis. I'm going to make the Devil. I know they have Heartless Act, but go ahead, use it. Okay, yep, gotcha. Caustic Bronco, that's actually pretty scary. And it is going to get to Gallop. that into my graveyard. And they have life to lose. I am behind here, like kind of significantly. Oh, they just took a good jillion off of this. Flipped Unholy Annex, which deals, what, 8 to you? Yeah, Thoughtseize my word. Put it back in my deck. That's where I want it anyway. Okay, cool. That's back where I want it to be, at least. Yo, let's go. Do I let them get the attack in? I think I do. With them at 5, there are many cards in their deck that just outright kill them here. An Annex draining you for 2 a turn isn't free here either. Yeah, Fearless. Ah, they got the land. Punished. I'll take damage. Slasher. Well, glad I was patient. Might still lose to this thing. Fable, let's go! Alright, yeah. Among the best cards I could find. Invoke Despair costs 5. I had a Kamigawa draft once, IRL, where I cast this for 4 mana several times. Because my brain just couldn't process that many black pips. Okay, so that is settled now. Don't want that to happen, that's for sure. I think I just gotta take the beats from Slasher. Yeah, this is what it is. I am gonna hope to draw Creativity this turn. I'm at 5. Discard 2 lands. Come on, useful cards. Yo, alright. Straight to the paw patch. Alright, well, I'll draw a card and make a food. That's how this turn starts. I could draw a card and make another food. And I drew Fountain Port. If I eat the food and block, maybe I'm still alive. Okay, pass the turn. It's dicey out here. It's falling apart. This is even a demon. Okay, so eating food is required here. And then this one hits the hardest. I'm at 3. Need to draw Creativity right now for the win. I'm going to be at 1 when they annex me. Creativity off the top. No! Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I mean, this did come down to just not finding the namesake card. So I have 2 targets here. Could send it. Don't have time to solve this. And I literally just die in the end step. It doesn't matter what else I'm doing. Okay, so this has Menace. If I block, take 3, go to 1, still die to the Annex. All right, yeah, good game. This solves as a... You activate this as a sorcery, so I can't play this, eat the thing. Is there a draw? Okay, let's count mana. Spooky Skeleton, feed it to Fountain Port. Then I only have 2 mana left for my food, and 2 mana can't kill a thing and eat a food. All right, yeah. GG. This deck is super sweet. Unholy Annex is nice. On to the final round.
We're a few rounds into the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Friendly reminder that if you're still here and having fun, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to play what I'm playing, you can use my affiliate link for TCG Player to support the channel while you shop for cards, and you can try any deck anytime with a cardhoarder.com loan account for Magic Online. All these links are in the video description below. Now back to the league.
I'm on the draw in the final round, positive record on the line. I've already pulled the Blazemire Verge next to the Thoughtseize. I'm learning. I'll keep. Both of my losses were in matches where I took 2 damage for no reason. And look at this. On the draw against Burn for the final round. Well, still gonna Thoughtseize you. Can't stop me. 2 monstrous rages. It almost felt like I took a card there. Okay, Fatal Push would be huge find. They're definitely going to send their damage here. Get it while you can. Valgavoth, not what I wanted at all. I think I'm supposed to take 2 to get the skeleton in, because my path to this game is resolving this Creativity before I lose, and I need a target for that to happen. No, don't cast spells. Stop. No. I need them to flood out pretty hard here. My creature can't block. Land? Fatal Push? Okay. Land and a creature that knows how to block. I'll take that. This Fable also critically generates the mana it takes to cast Creativity. Okay, moment of truth. Do they have a spell that kills me? Or am I okay? I might as well block. I know they have Iganjo, but if they Iganjo to get the trample damage, then that's 3 mana they're not spending on other shit. Okay, they did use the Iganjo. Okay, I need to find an untapped source of mana off the top 3 cards in my deck here. Okay, discard 2 things. Discard Valgavoth and Obnixilis. Is that who goes here? That could make a blocker, but this thing has trample. Obnixilis can make 2 blockers because I can sack the Spooky Skeleton. It still doesn't really solve my problem. I don't think I have time for a second skeleton anyway. All right. Untap land. Oh, no. I drew the Atraxa. All right. Well, I'm at 2, and I have a Titan of Industry in play, which is pretty good. I guess I'm at 7, and I have a Titan of Industry in play because I get 5 back. All right. Here we go. Just nail it to the wall. Target player gains 5. Make a Rhinoceros. Is it big enough? Is it fast enough? I have solved the case, which means I could Demonic Tutor for Fatal Push next turn. Fable can copy Titan. This is the one that's not a legend. Opponent's got to do some serious work right now. And no attack. That's what I want to see. I got the combo kill again with Obnixilis. I'm going to go for it. What are they going to do? Block? That's great for me too. I guess if their card in hand is Lightning Helix, this is actually a huge beating. Did I blow it? Lightning Helix is a card they can play. Okay, I am actually just going to solve for a Fatal Push here. Maybe I'm wussing out, but I can't let them draw 7 and be at 3 life. I get the push, play Proving Ground, and pass. If they have Boros Charm plus a 3 damage spell, they win. Okay, cool. We faded. Just playing around what I can there. Not super excited about any of the options. And this sideboard plan looks familiar. I've done it in most of the rounds. Boros, super popular right now in Pioneer. I haven't played since the regional championship, the American one, which was like 2 or 3 months ago at this point. Foundations, I think, is the only new set that's come out since then. Yeah, because Duskmourn was out because we had the Elemental Incarnation deck. Okay, removal spell, Sweeper. I'll try it, see how fast they come out here. The only thing I could really do like better than this is mulligan to Fatal Push. Oh, okay. Well, I can also do this. Usually worth it on turn 1. Monstrous Rage, Reckless Rage. 4 damage to a creature you don't control. Okay, I'm going to take Monstrous Rage because my Volcanic Spite will be able to kill this thing unless they draw another 1 mana spell. There's the Monster Rage. You got a 5/3. It's down to 3/3. And Moment of Truth. I might just die here. If they have any spell, I'm probably dead. Yeah, let's go. It worked. Okay. I am at 10, but I'm also stable. I know they're holding a land, a removal spell, a conditional removal spell. Nice. All right. Well, this is going well. I'll get Proving Ground in there, and I can form the Paw Patch. I do have to keep in mind that Hidetsugu will consume my food, and not in the way you're supposed to consume food. I draw a card, make a food. Something about green cantrips just really works for me. Gets it going. Another consume. I'm somewhat motivated to just cast one of these to get a clock going. But like I said, it eats my food. Maybe I'll just eat my food and cast a consume. Okay, I'm back to 13. Yeah, I'll just put this creature into play. This slow 3 turns from now creature. Destroy nothing. Swift Spear. I can consume that. I can also push it. I'll take 1 from it, but if they start piling on pump spells, I'll just push it. I'm at 12. Do they have Light Up the Stage? Favorite Hoplite? Oh, yeah. What else you got? Pile them up. I tricked them into thinking Hidetsugu was done eating. But he's not. He's still hungry. Job. Defiant Strike. They're just getting a cantrip. That does not save the Hoplite because damage is not being dealt here. It's not what we're doing. We're just consuming. And the follow-up Fable. 6 mana, well spent. 12 life. I'm going to have at least 2 targets for creativity next turn, if I can find a creativity. Slickshot Show Off. Okay, how much damage are we taking here? This only pumps on the face. Shelter by Ghost, that's really good, actually. Great finish. Oh, took the Fable. That seems loose. I guess they don't know what my hand is, but I'm going to get the Fable back right now. Oh, I should have pushed in the upkeep. Then I would have triggered both chapters of Fable right now. All right, yep. Speaking of loose, there we go. The creature has Ward 2. I can afford that. Yes. Yeah, that was a mistake. If I do it in the upkeep, we go to my main phase, I immediately loot away these lands. Busy talking instead of playing. The classic content creator problem. I got a lot of permanents in play, though. They're going to have to burn me out pretty hard here. Ancestral Anger. We know Reckless Rage is the last card in the hand. If I block with both creatures, I lose both creatures and take 1. Or I take 2, probably, because they killed the bigger one. Or I could just go to 4. I think I want to pile up the blockers, save my life total here. I have so many engines running that as long as I don't get cheesed out by Boros Charm or some shit, this is a game I'm okay with. Yeah, there's the Rage. I end up taking 2 here. Thoughtseize. I'm unlikely to cast that. I'll actually discard that. A land might be more valuable than Thoughtseize at this phase of the game. Fountain Port, that's an engine. Goblin Shaman attack. Sack a token, draw a card. Eat this treasure. Okay, removal spell. That's a good one. Okay, don't get burned out from 6. That's what I need to happen now. Yeah, if I had Fatal pushed in the upkeep last turn, I would have had this Volcanic Spite. Or no, this is another card deep. Never mind. I would not have had this yet. But I'm glad I have it now. That is a Slick Shot Show-Off. A Slang Bang Gazillionaire. They got 2 of them, actually. They are attacking. I will kill 1. Loot away Stomping Ground, and did not draw a second removal spell. I'm at 5. Clock's ticking. Come on. A spell. A creativity. A skeleton. This is not too bad. I can sack the skeleton to Fountain Port immediately. Well, shields are down. I win next turn, but they have a Sling Dog Gazillionaire that I can't answer. And there are many cards in their deck from which this is a lethal position. Fingers crossed. Just draw a land. It's okay. Here's the attack. Moment of truth. I'm at 4. Okay, they could be slow rolling me with a Boros Charm. Or I win. Those are the options. Solve. Creativity. I'm going to make another Goblin Shaman. And attack first. They're at 5. And time to send it. There are 3 hits in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to target my 3 treasures and flip everything. Attracts a trigger. This, I'm going to gain 5 life. All right, they've had enough. Cool. A positive record. Accounting for also just taking 2 damage because I did not understand how this card worked twice in the league, where in both of which in matchups where 2 life mattered. But that's okay. I've learned my lesson, and this deck is sweet. I mean, going over the top, the monsters are well considered. The fact that all of them gain life and all of them can interact with a flyer is really important. The sideboard juke kicked in once against a matchup where in game 1 of that matchup, they actually worked through all 3 of my monsters. And then in game 2, I spined their ass. Fable, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize remain just insane cards in the format. Paw Patch Formation, just kind of perfect for this deck, exactly. Green Cantrips, my engine is running. Very happy with that. I do wonder about Pillage the Bog. I never cast it. I boarded it out almost every round. I'm sure there's spots where it's important, like probably control decks where you have to put together a bunch of mana, duress token, and set up the win all at once. I imagine Pillage the Bog would be useful in situations like that. The format felt really aggressive, even compared to the American Regional Championship, where Rakdos Prowess was the #1 deck going in. These new Boros decks empowered by MTG Foundations seem really cool. But we were able to absorb it and turn it around, so maybe it's fine. But I could see arguments where if that's like in your metagame, you play more Volcanic Spites or Torch the Towers over the Pillages and just let it come together. Maybe 2 Obnixilis, you play 1 instead, and that could be a removal spell. As always in a Fable deck, I just wish we could play 6 Fables. The mana mostly felt good. This is a well-constructed deck. It is like 6 weeks, 8 weeks out of the event it was designed to win, and it did win that event. Format's a little different now, and played by a noob who did not get a bunch of reps going in, but still put up a positive record and had fun doing it. Anytime I get to shove Valgamoth or Atrax into play, I'm probably having a good time. Samuel, thank you for sharing this with us. James, congrats on your regional championship win. Good luck at the World Championships. Everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. I'll see you next time.